Well, another day, more cardiac fills. This time on the good side of things. Um, Nate and I sat here for about an hour, ready to start the pod. When it was 5-2, and then Orion Kirkring did what he does best: high leverage, no leverage, any leverage. Just appearing in the game is enough for him to blow the game. And we sat here just like this, waiting for this game to end. In 12 innings, the Phillies finally walk off and get a win against the Blue Jays. They managed to not get swept by the Blue Jays. They lose 2 out of 3. Absolutely miserable weekend of Phillies baseball. You won today, but I don't think you feel good about it. Welcome back to Pinstripe Hype, a Phillies podcast. I am your host. My name is Chris. With me, as always, is avid Phillies fan Nate. The names still apply. They still are the Sillies. I still would like to be waterboarded. That's how this team makes me feel watching them. Nate, I mean, to recap, it was a series that we said at least 2 out of 3, and you probably realistically should sweep them. Lo and behold, did we know we were speaking for the damn Blue Jays?
Yeah, I mean, I guess on a positive note, we can update the ticker to 63 wins, but yeah, not great. I don't know. I don't walk out of this feeling good at all. Bullpen is still taxed. Johan Duran has to be exhausted. I mean, this entire bullpen has to be just totally gassed. I don't know when they have an off day again. I haven't checked. I believe it's not for at least a week. Not great. They had a starter finally go 7 or 8 innings today again to help the bullpen, and then it goes another. What was it? The 13th inning?
It was a 12th.
Okay, so it goes another 3 innings.
It's about to go to the fucking 13th.
Yeah, like you had a good start to save the bullpen, and it doesn't even save the bullpen.
The Phillies are off on Friday. They have an off day between. Okay. Oh, because of the Field of Dreams.
Yeah. Right. That'll be awesome. But
they're off on Friday. Okay.
Oh, real quick too. What do you think of those jerseys? Phillies Field of Dreams jerseys.
They're okay.
I think they're fine.
They're okay. I feel like they could have done better.
But yeah, I mean, at least they salvaged the day, and you don't get swept at home. And now you have you go to St. Louis. So
yeah. Well, quick just preview of what to expect for this pod. So we're gonna. It was just a brief recap there of the series. Nate, if he might do a little bit more of a recap. We'll get back as well doing our series awards of our MVP, our adjustment, and biggest concern. We're going to do a recap, or sorry, not recap, but preview with the upcoming series. We're going to St. Louis to face the Cardinals, a team we started hot, and as of right now, they really are not. Followed by, we got 2 overreaction realities. We're going to throw out for you guys. Of course, we have temperature checks we're keeping track of those. Things are going to be going way down after this series. And closing it out, like how we like to do it, with some fan mail. We got a couple fan mails that came in today. So that's on the agenda for today. First things first, Nate, did you want to do a game-by-game recap, or what do you got?
Sure. Don't mind if I do. There's really not much to say about game 1. They went into extras. Jose Alvarado fucking stinks. Alec Boehm. Alec Boehm. You motherfucking piece of shit. Yeah, so basically at this point, I wanted Brian De La Cruz to have a great day yesterday. I think he went 0 for 5, so Alec Boehm's going to continue to go out there. And listen, Alec Boehm did have a good day today. But game 1 on Friday night, Chase Utley Hall of Fame night, totally ruined. I mean, Alec Boehm, Bryce Harper singled, Arias walked on like a 10-pitch at-bat, totally fought the at-bat. And you know what Alec Boehm does, Chris? Do you know what Alec Boehm did?
Enlighten me.
He came and swung on the first pitch.
No, that doesn't sound like Alec Boehm.
Exactly.
No, so, yeah, he would never do that.
Just a terrible loss there. Yesterday, Max Scherzer is just a total shell of himself. They hit back-to-back homers. That was pretty cool. But I don't know, man. This was such a weird series because you had to force Chase Sugar to pitch 2 innings yesterday, and that was just we all knew he wasn't getting out of the inning.
He's gone.
I do want to say too, the Alvarado inning was yesterday, but still, I digress. Aaron Nola looked pretty good again. Got his 2000th career strikeout as a Philly. Clap it up for Aaron Nola.
Man. They just this offense just hates him.
They do not provide him any run support. That is true. Yeah, yesterday was a bad loss though. As soon as Sugar gave that homer up, you knew it was over. 2 runs is just too much for them. And then today, you had the Derek Hill walk off. The legend grows.
About fucking time.
Yeah, about time. Kyle Schwarber's back. If you don't know, now you know. So, Luis Arias went 0 for 6. That is the second time in his career he's going 0 for 6.
He wasn't the only one on the team who went 0 for 6 today.
Yes, he was not. Bryce Harper had 4 walks. He now has, I think, 12 walks in his last 10 games. He's extremely locked in, and he's getting on base. I love not playing hero ball every at bat.
Yes.
Trey Turner did go 0 for 6 today, too. You are correct. Get Garrett Stubbs off my fucking baseball team. This guy's useless. He doesn't do anything. I cannot wait for Rafael Marchand to come back, and I can't even believe that I'm saying that. Can't even believe I just said that. Also, just want to shout out real quick Jesus Luzardo and Justin Crawford. That's my rookie, man. That's my rookie. But yeah, they salvage the series, take 1 out of 3. At least we can get swept. They hold their spot in the wild card at least for another day.
For now. Who's your MVP of the series?
Oh, man. Well, there's a lot of things we could say that are not the MVP. I would probably give it to... I'm going to give it to Derek Hill.
Just for the
Just for today. I mean, he without him, because here's the thing. If Alec Boehm hits in that situation...
Yeah. Well,
yeah, you know.
If Kyle Schwarber was still slumping this game, we lost.
Right. I was thinking I was between him or Hill, but I'm gonna go Derek Hill.
I'm gonna go Zeus, man. 12 strikeouts today. I mean, what a fucking animal. He's really turned it around at home and for the season in general. He's gonna be my MVP. 2 runs, exited the game with a 3-run lead, and of course the bullpen has to fuck him over so he doesn't get his win. On a beautiful 12 strikeout performance, but just a beautiful performance by Jesus Luzardo. He's really working himself into the Cy Young talks, like, you know, breaking to the top 5. So big time out of Zeus on the 1 win they were able to get. As far as the rest of it goes, biggest concern and adjustment. The biggest concern is still the setup to Johan Duran. Because who is it? You gave it to Alvarado in game 2. He fucking blew it. You gave it to Kerkerado today. He fucking blew it. They both come in, empty innings, no outs, no runners on, and they just fucking blow up. They blow up. You had Brooks Raley available. As far as I'm concerned, that's why you go and get him, is to be that setup guy, because now Brad Keller's out for the season. And then you're still using the guys who you know can't fucking do it. Low leverage. This was not high leverage today for Ryan Kerkerado, and he still couldn't do it. It's a fucking joke. So the setup to Johan Duran is still my biggest concern. And my biggest adjustment, I kind of have 2, but the one I'm going to go for is stop adjusting everything around Alec Boehm. This guy is an awful baseball player. Terrible. Just let him sit on the bench and come in when he needs to. I would rather have Brian De La Cruz and Derek Hill out in right field every day, Bryce back at first, and Boehm come in and play every now and then off the bench. Maybe come in. I don't even know if you'd ever bring him in for a hitting spot. Maybe you do. Who knows? He's just so in his head, and he always has been. You just got to get them up. Like, you got to stop moving everybody around just for this guy. Because Bryce in the outfield, it's not it. That is not it. That's essentially what I got. So I just need Alec Boehm. If you're not on the bench, I mean, Nate, maybe one day we're lucky enough to wake up to an Alec Boehm DFA notification, but today was not that day.
Today is not that day. My biggest adjustment, I believe they're now eligible to call up Alex McFarland. I'm calling Alex McFarland up. I know Ron Hell is in the bullpen today just for Longman. They didn't even use him. You can bring up a Longman at the end of September or the end of August. My bad. Yep. I don't know. The Iron Pigs gave up 19 runs in a game yesterday, and Alex McFarland was the only one who didn't give up a run. The dude throws
Stuart
102
Baroa.
miles an hour. He got Shohei Ohtani out. I mean, it's like, call him up. Let's call him up. My biggest concern is Mother Nature, because apparently Zach Wheeler and Mother Nature do not get along. This is the second start now. Rain has messed him up. He looked awful. He had no control. And Zach, we all know by now, Zach Wheeler is a very schedule-oriented pitcher. Like, he wants to start every 5 days at the time of the start. Like, he's very vocal about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, it didn't work out in the end, but that was one of the most swift fuck yous to the Blue Jays dugout I've ever seen. I mean, that is a Phillies gift for the rest of time now. So that's my biggest concern. Let's get Zach Wheeler a clean, dry start.
That'd be nice. I also found it kind of funny how he was talking about, oh, they do a lot of losing over there, and then they fucking took 2 out of 3 against us at home.
Yeah,
anyway,
that was pretty bad.
Any fucking way. Yeah, it's been rough, and we're gonna get to it more and more. I have some shit later down the line for the pod. But like we said, upcoming 3-game set in St. Louis against the Cardinals. The Cardinals look like they're going to be throwing out Hunter Dobbins, who's not been terrible, limited action this year, but he's a 3.6 ERA. And it looks like Painter, if assuming all is still well, is going to make his scheduled start tomorrow. So hopefully he can still continue, what he did his last 2 starts. That'd be ideal. Tuesday, you got Sanchez going up against Andre Palante. Palante's had a pretty good year. He has a 3.6 as well. He's 12-6 on the year. I mean, he's been pretty solid. And of course, like I said, we have Sanchez followed up by Wheels against Kyle Lehigh, however the fuck you say his last name.
Well, it's funny. That was another thing we didn't talk about. Painter and Nola both got hurt.
Yes,
they both seem to be fine. Thank God.
Dave.
Yeah, Dave should have went out and got a starter for sure.
Because if one of them guys do seriously get hurt, we have Alan Ring Hall, who's going to be coming up.
Brian Keller gave up, I think, 5 runs in like
he got 1 out.
Yeah.
In that AAA game last night. So, yes. It does sound like they're both fine, which is great because Nola's been well, actually weirdly pretty good lately, which is awesome. Painter's looked decent since he's come back up. Pretty good there. So hopefully the injuries don't mess either one of them up because they both desperately need to bounce back here the second half of the season because it's going to be very close in this playoff race, and the Phillies need everybody playing at their best because the stretching series, the final month of baseball, is rough, and losing series to teams like the Blue Jays is not a good thing. It's a very, very bad thing. Because you have we talked about it last pod, right, Nate? You have the Rays, you have the Braves twice.
Brewers are in there, Astros are in there.
Right. Those are all very well could be series losses. And I'm not completely certain of what the D-backs and Padres schedules look like, even the Marlins. Those are really the teams who are kind of going to be there fighting you for it. You got to assume it's probably not going to be that hard. I know the Phils, they do face the D-backs too in the last month of the year. So,
I mean,
it's going to be an important series.
The D-bags are beating up on the Dodgers right now.
Yeah, they are.
So, that's just great. Yeah, I think it's going to be between those 3 teams, like we said. And then the Marlins, never go away. We said that too.
They'll always be a couple games. They'll be close enough at the end.
And the Phillies do need to build a 2.5, 3.5 game lead because these every day these games matter now. This is what it is. The National League is good. The Padres bought, like we said. They need to build a lead because this isn't ideal. I mean, you just can't keep doing this every day.
No, you can't. And it's gonna get interesting. I mean, just to stick back with our preview, you got to take 2 out of 3 against. You just got to win a series. You just got to get back to winning a series. Just focus on that. You have your 2 best pitchers, Sanchez and Wheeler, going out there. You got to win those games. Even if you lose the first game, you lose the Painter game, so be it. The Cardinals are not a good team. They are not a good team. They started hot. They were in the playoff picture, but they're young. They are going to be good in the future. They're not good now. The Phillies are supposed to be good now. So just win the series against them. That's all I got to say. Just take 2.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I mean, they got rid of Dustin May. Jojo Romero's out of the bullpen, which is good for the Phillies. So, I'm in agreement. 2 out of 3 at least. And I know we said that about the Blue Jays, but
yes,
this is different. You got to go.
You still just need to fucking win.
Yeah, you got to win. Keep winning.
I think they still have Swanson in the pen, if I'm not wrong, I believe. But
yeah, but I like the thing with the Cardinals is like they don't really have like any great starters. They just have a bunch of good pitchers. Like they don't have, you know what I mean? Like it's just they should be able to roll in there. And coincidentally, the Phillies, I believe, have been better on the road this year than at home. So just roll in there and take 2 out of 3.
Which is so weird. So
I know,
weird.
it is very weird.
Yeah. That's basically what I'm with too. And we're gonna jump temperature checks. Wrote them down last time. Nate, I'll let you kick off. So bullpen, what were you at last time? What are you at today?
I was at a 4 last time. I'm at like a 2 now. I mean, this is god awful. Kerkering and Alvarado are terrible. I want to give a major shout out to Tim Mayza. He went 2 2/3 innings this series and locked down everything.
Yep.
Brooks Early looking pretty good. Not gonna lie, looks pretty good.
The first, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Caleb Killian today too.
I was gonna say that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I know he got that. The Ghost Runner got home, but he did his job.
You traded Ron.
Yeah, Johan Duran has pitched a lot lately in non-save situations. We do not like that over here. He probably needs a little bit of time off here if they can do that. So,
ideally, offense gets hot, and then you can give him at least a fucking day off.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Give him a day or 2, man. He needs it.
Yeah,
and
he needs it.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit it at a 2.1. I like you said earlier, it doesn't matter if it's any type of leverage. Kerkering just, I don't know. We posted the meme of the dog pissing on the seat earlier. I mean, that literally is Orion Kerkering. I was so pissed I almost posted the Dodgers throwaway. The dude just can't. He's not a good relief pitcher. I think his ERA is near a 4 now.
Yeah, it's going up quickly.
Yeah,
it
is.
He's in his head, and you can tell. And it unfortunately seems like I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of it.
No, there's no way he's digging out of that. I'll sit it at 2.1.
Not this year. He's at a 3.88 ERA. So probably the next another outing or 2, he'll be in the 4s, and that's bad for reliever territory. So yeah, I was at a 2.9 last time. I similarly am dropping because the bullpen blew. Basically blew the fucking series every game. Yeah. So I was at a 2.9. I'm going to sit at a 1.5. I'm just going to sit 1.5 because it's fucking awful. Duran, he got out of it today, but he again didn't look good. The command's not great. Walked a guy, first batter he faced, and most of the pitches were not even fucking close. So we know he'll be fine. He'll figure it out. His arm's probably a little tired. He's probably a little tired. It was hot as hell this weekend.
Yeah, that had to be tough to play in that.
But that's it. Yeah, gotta be. But that's really it, man. Nate said it. Meza, shout out Tim Meza. This series had a good series. Hopefully, that's signs to come. Caleb Killian, again, you trade a run for 2 outs. Solid job there. Even though he's not been great in his Phillies tenure, but helped contribute to the win today. Rayleigh as well, only threw 6 pitches, so he should be good to pitch tomorrow, if need be. Because Painter, he doesn't really give you deep innings. So tomorrow, very easily, we could see Rangel. I feel like they're going to wait, probably keep Rangel here, and then after tomorrow, option him back down and bring up McFarland would be my guess. But yeah, I'm sitting at a 1.5 for now because there's outside of Duran, who's been shaky recently. There's just not much there. Starting pitching, the only net positive on this staff. Again, Wheeler didn't have his best game, really a good game at all. Again, Mother Nature's fucking with him. The start time got pushed back, and Nate already said how much he absolutely hates not being on schedule. It throws him off. He'll be fine, but Nola looked really good in game 2. Zeus had 12 strikeouts today. I was sitting at an 8-1 before this series. I'm sitting at an 8-4 now. I mean, the starting rotation's great. And if Painter looks good again, Sanchez and Wheeler have, some bounce backs, some good good game. Sanchez he only went 5 last outing, threw 100 pitches in those 5. Wheeler needs a bounce back. Those guys need some bounce backs to, for their own sake and for probably our sanity as well. I'm going to sit at an 8-4, and hopefully I can keep going up.
I was in an 8-4 last pod. I'm going to bump him to an 8-8. Aaron Nola continues to give them quality starts. I mean, they need this out of him, and he's doing it. He still has the worst qualified ERA in baseball, and it's been a weird year.
It's getting closer.
Yeah, it's been a weird year for Aaron Nola, but as of late, he's done everything they have needed him to do.
Yeah.
Andrew Painter, yeah, I think you're right. He looked good before he got pulled out of that game, but Alan Ronhill probably piggybacks. 2 starts out of Andrew Painter, though. Looks pretty good. And the Cardinals are another offense he should be able to, I don't know, maybe 5-inning baseball.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm going to move him to an 8-8. Zach Wheeler, we don't worry about Zach Wheeler. The only concern for Wheeler would be an injury at this point. I mean, and to me, he looks fine.
Knock on wood.
But yeah, I think I'm going to move him to an 8-8. If I see this again next series, they're going above a 9.
To get above a 9, I would need 5+ from Painter with less than 2 runs. I'd need 7 from Sanchez with 2 or less runs, and probably 7 from Wheeler, same thing.
I think they can do that.
I think they can, but we'll see at the end of the series. Now it's time to get to the fucking shitters. Offense. You guys needed 1 run. You had a runner on second in the 10th and the 11th, and you got down to 2 fucking outs. Or I got was it 2 outs or only 1 out? Whatever it was in the 12th. Couldn't get anybody home. I'm just still not with the offense, man. Without Schwarber getting back on track today, they would have got swept. They would have gotten swept. Schwarber had 2 homers, 4 RBIs. He was responsible for the 4-2 lead that they had. And without that, again, they're getting swept. They didn't look great this series. I mean, they had leads. I'll give it to them. But, until, what was it, the 5th or 6th inning, until they got to Max Scherzer in 2026?
Yeah.
I mean, Jose Soriano looked really good against the Phillies. He only gave up 1 earned run. Granted, the Phillies did work his pitch count, so he got him out the game early. But he was mowing the Phillies down. And then Max Scherzer, it was in the 6th inning when he gave up the run, so he went 5 innings without giving up a single run. And then today the Phillies ran into Shane Bieber, who's been terrible this year. So I'm still not with the offense. Arias, stay away from Kevin Long, because it looks like he got to him. 0 for 6 today. Trey Turner 0 for 6 today. The net positives on the offense is Harper's patience at the plate. Schwarber seems to have found the long ball again. Justin Crawford's been great, and I need to talk about the damn manager a little bit too. I was sitting at a 3-7 last pod. I'm going down to a 3-1 just because they did not face good pitching, and they didn't do enough, all things considered, to win a series against how bad the pitching was that they faced. They're still just not good enough. And then, the fact that really your 2 should be contact hitters are combined 0 for 12 in a game is fucking brutal. So I'm going to sit at a 3-1. I mean, series loss is just terrible. I can't wait to talk about Don Mattingly. Nate, I know, same with you. So what you got for the offense and Don?
I was at a 4 I believe. Let's see. I was at a 4.8 on the offense last time. This is a weird one for me because they actually did score a little bit this series, Alec Boehm aside, even though he did good today. Luis Arias is not going to go 0 for 6 again. Trey Turner's probably not going to go 0 for 6 again. Never say never, though. Kyle Schwarber looks like he found something. You're right. I mean, those were 2 bombs today. I do love Bryce Harper's approach. Bryson Stott looks incredible right now. Justin Crawford looks incredible right now. I don't know, man. I don't want to drop him, but I don't want to move him up, strangely.
I had to drop him just for that pitiful extra inning performance today.
I can understand that.
Yeah, and the fact it took you 5 1/3 inning to touch Max Scherzer.
I'm just going to keep him at a 4.8. I'm just going to leave him there.
Don
Mattingly, I am just so far out on this guy.
Go ahead.
I don't know, like a 2, like a 1.7, something like that. I mean, he doesn't. Everything he does is wrong, I feel like.
Yep.
And like I understand putting Garrett Stubbs in there to pinch run to get home, but Garrett Stubbs couldn't even get home.
He runs like a fucking chicken with his head cut off.
Yeah, like you're going to use him as a pinch runner. At least make sure he's fast still. Garrett Stubbs is not that fast anymore. I mean, it's. And I'm not going to nitpick. I don't know. Don Mattingly, I don't think. I mean, everyone saw the poll Phil's tailgate put out earlier. Like 90% does not like Don Mattingly. And I'm in that 90%. I don't think he's a good manager at all. I don't know. I don't think they're going to win a playoff series under him. I've said that. It is what it is.
Remember when we were like in the 8s, 9s? I think at one pod you gave him a 10 at one point.
Yeah, I mean he wasn't doing anything wrong, but you can do that. I can give him those ratings on a small sample size. When it grows and it continues to get larger in the sample size, and you see more and more fuck ups,
dude, he is awful. Simply put, I sat at a 5-1 last pod because we just did a reset, so just sitting kind of middle. The trusting of Alvarado and Kerkering is still a joke when you just went and got Rayleigh. After Kerkering gets into some trouble, you should know immediately to fucking pull him because he's not getting himself out of it because he can't. He never has been able to get other pitchers out of it, but that's what they always wanted to use him for, and he was terrible at that. He cannot even get himself out of a clean inning. He works himself into trouble, and then he can't get himself out of the jam, and then he blows the game. Him and Alvarado. One is lefty, one is righty. If you took the names off of their back, I couldn't tell you who it was pitching. Because they both do the same thing. They have no command. When they throw a strike, usually it's right down the fucking heart of the plate because they just have to get one over. And it's just they're predictable. Teams know that they suck, so they're confident when they go up to plate. And they already won the at-bat at that point. It's an absolute joke, and Don Mattingly continues to trust these guys. The pinch hitting Justin Crawford, I understand it in theory, but he's been our hottest hitter probably the past. Nate, you sent it to me earlier. I'm going to see if you want to try to pull it up real quick, but he's hitting over 300 in last 30 games?
Yeah, it's around there, and he has like a 367 on base or something.
Yeah, he has in his last 30 games. He has 27 hits, 14 RBIs, 5 walks, only 11 strikeouts, 7 stolen bases. He's hitting 329, 367 on base with a 415 slug, which he's almost at an 800 OPS his last.
That's incredible.
Games. It's awesome as a rookie, and you're pulling him in the middle of a game for Derek Hill, which again, hindsight is 2020. It worked out. Derek Hill got the walk off. The game would have been over the inning before if you still had Derek Hill on the bench to pinch run for Schwarber instead of Stubbs.
Yep.
I also don't understand why you don't use Sosa. Sosa has a little bit of speed to him. More than Stubbs, I think.
Stubbs might be a little bit faster, but still, this is to the point where you still could pinch it Derek Hill later in the game if you wanted.
Of course.
Yeah.
When you needed to. At the time, I think they were up 2 or 3.
Yeah, Derek Hill 100% would have got home on that, and the game's over before that. Like we say this all the time, hindsight's 2020, whatever. But you could have done that in that situation.
And I think it would be different if Crawford's been struggling, but he's been doing really, really well.
Yep.
So why are you pulling him out of the game when his confidence is starting to go up? He's just fucking a lot of things up. Like some things Rob Thompson was so good at was just when you're hot, just let you play, just let you be hot, just let you do it. For whatever reason, Don Mattingly likes to just fuck everything up. And the definition of insanity is doing something over and over again and expecting a different result. And that is how Don Mattingly manages the bullpen. He's doing the same thing every time with no change to it, and he's expecting a different result, and he's not getting one. He has to be losing the trust of the players inside of the ball of the dugout. He's losing the fan base, as we saw, like you mentioned with the post. He's awful. He's awful. He's beefing with players, and this goes all the way back. It all started when he pulled Wheeler when he was 1 out away from continuing his 5-inning streak. So I was at a 5-1. I'm dropping him down to a 2-9. That's probably still even too high and generous. He's just been absolutely brutal, absolutely terrible. Overall, I was sitting at a 4-9 on the team. I'm going down to a 4-3. They just lost a series to the Blue Jays, and they were that close to getting swept. It was a series they should have at minimum taken 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I was at a 5-2 overall last pot. I'm just bumping them down to a 4-9. It does go below a 5 because you did drop a series to the worst offense in baseball. I mean, I put this tweet out yesterday or the day before, whatever it was. The Blue Jays are like 30th in on base percentage, and I think like runs scored, and then they're 28th in homers and slug percentage or
One
some
of the worst offenses.
Yeah, a bunch of offensive stats are just bad. Can't drop a series to that team. Can't do it. I mean, they literally are one of, if not the worst offense in the league. And you could put us. I mean, there was no way Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was not hitting a home run off of Aaron Nola. There's just no way that was not going to happen.
They gave up 18 runs to the Blue Jays this series.
That's crazy, man.
It's awful. It's awful. Now, one thing I do want to go back on, the hits the Blue Jays got against the Ryan Kerkering were absolute bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie Clements double that had an estimated batting average of .039. It was crazy. It was like almost, I want to say, I don't have the exact numbers, but it looked like it was about half a foot to a foot inside.
It was inside, and definitely.
It was way inside. And somehow, anyway, this team's just been very poor. I'm sitting at a 4-3 overall. Got to try to just do something against the Cardinals and see what happens. That's about all I got. Anything else to add?
I'm ready to move along.
All right, overreaction reality time, and then we're going to close that with fan mail.
Welcome back, overreaction realities.
Welcome back, overreaction realities. We're going to start with, you mentioned Bryson Stott.
Okay.
This team needs somebody to consistently hit behind Arias. They tried Bohm. They tried JT. They do Marsh. Maybe it's time for Bryson Stott. Overreaction reality, Nate. Is it time for Bryson Stott to be the everyday 5-hole hitter on this baseball team?
I think this is reality, and here's why. I think Luis Arias will be fine at cleanup because he can hit both sides of the plate. I don't think that's an issue with him being a lefty there. Bryson Stott is probably your best hitter left after Arias when you go down the line. I would put him in the 5-hole. I think he's shown he can drive in runs. He's pulling the ball a lot. He's fast. And if Arias gets on with a single or a double, Bryson Stott can poke a ball down the line and you're good. Because, like you said, they've tried Bohm, they've tried JT, and missed me with that Alec Bohm produces RBIs bullshit. He hurts the team more than he helps. JT just isn't good enough to hit at the first half of the order at this point. I mean, I think the batting average is in the 220s. The OPS is like 650, 660. Can't do it. Now, meanwhile, like I will say, this isn't me knocking JT. I just don't think he's capable of being in the 5-hole
anymore.
Yeah, and then after that, you don't have anyone else to put there really. I mean, Brian De La Cruz is a bench bat, Sosa's a bench bat. If you want to do a righty, you should have got one at the deadline. So I think Bryson Stott is this team's 5-hole hitter.
I am indifferent. I'm going to say overreaction because having Harper, Arias, Stott, 3 lefties back to back to back, I think you can do it against righties. They've done it all season, most of the season with Marsh, with Schwarber, Harper, Marsh. I think you do it against righties, against lefties. You can't. I don't think you can do that. So I think it's kind of like a half and half. I think I'm going to say overreaction because I don't think he's going to be a permanent 5-hole because he's hot right now. For all we know, he could cool off, in September, and then Marsh could heat back up, and then it's Marsh back in the 5-hole, right? Or, God willing, somehow Alec Bohm or JT gets hot, then they're going to be in the 5-hole, right? So I think it's overreaction. I think for now, he's a good option for sure, facing righties to put in that slot into the 5. But for be the permanent 5 spot, no, I don't think so. I don't think we're at that point yet. I can't say he's necessarily earned it. I don't think you're wrong saying he's like the best hitter after the top 4. Because right now he probably is. He works good at bats. Like you said, the speed is valuable. But he goes on his cold streaks too, and when he does, it's also very bad. So, I don't think it's something I can say that it's permanent. I think he will be here and there, but I'm going to say overreaction. He should not be the permanent 5-hole.
Fair enough.
That's what I got. And yeah, I just wanted to touch because you mentioned the Alec Bohm thing. A lot of his RBIs are because the Phillies have runners in scoring position on third base, and then he comes up and he grounds out. So he's trading a run for an out. It's not like he's batting people in with getting hits. He's grounding it out and then getting a run by default. That's it. Second overreaction reality. Mr. 12 strikeouts today. Jesus Luzardo down to a 3.3-ish ERA right now. Overreaction reality, Nate. Do you trust Jesus Luzardo right now more than Christopher Sanchez?
Absolutely reality right now. Yes. In the long term, not Kerkering. Yeah, I just a tweet popped up, but I would right now I would say yes. I come playoff time, Sanchez is probably here too, and everything's probably fine. But the way Jesus Luzardo is throwing the ball right now, I mean, my God, man, 12 Ks today, eight innings the last outing. I mean, you could tell by the first inning or second inning today, he was on one. I mean, he was ready. He was ready to go. So, he's turned his season around too. I mean, he's pitching good at home now. He's totally turned his season around. I am going to say it's reality right now. In the long term, I don't know, but right now, yes, reality.
I'm going to say overreaction only because we know how good Christopher Sanchez is and how clutch he is. And
even right now?
Right at this very second moment in time, Jesus Luzardo is better. But if I'm looking, do I trust him more overall? I can't say I do until he gives, until Sanchez gives me a reason not to. So basically with that, the way I look at the question is, if you have a game 7 and it's between Sanchez and Luzardo, who am I throwing out there? I'm throwing out Christopher Sanchez.
Right now, you would?
Right now, I still would.
Okay.
I would.
Okay.
Because we've seen what he's done in the playoffs. He's been there. He's done that. I just trust him more, even if he's not been the absolute best, until he gives me a reason not to trust him, which he won't give me a reason unless he has a terrible last 2 months of the season. He's still, other than Zach Wheeler, he's the pitcher I'm trusting the most. Zeus is getting up there. The fact that this is even an overreaction reality segment
is pretty crazy.
Means Zeus has been absolutely incredible, which he has been. He's getting there. Now, October, a lot of things can happen. If Zeus has some crazy outings and Sanchez is kind of shaky, I'm completely wrong. But at this moment in time, until Sanchez gives me a reason, I'm saying overreaction. No, I don't trust him more than Christopher Sanchez yet.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty crazy. I think I looked on FanDuel the other day. Shout out FanDuel, please sponsor us. Luzardo, I think, is top 5 or top 6. And I mean, obviously, the Cy Young is going to go to Jacob Mizorowski, of course.
Right.
But the fact that Luzardo is even in that conversation now, and I had a prediction at the beginning of the year, Sanchez and Luzardo would both finish in the top 5. Now, I don't think Sanchez is in the top 5 anymore, but one of them's going to
around.
Yeah, one of them's going to get in there.
The Phillies have 3 that could. But
I mean, they have 3 of the they have 3 out of the top 10 best pitchers in baseball.
Yes, they do. And that is why a lot of people, myself not included, are so high on this team come October because of the top 3 in the rotation. I just can't buy in. But that's a different topic for a different day, not today. We're going to close it out unless you got anything else you want to add.
I was going to ask you real quick. Yeah. I've seen a lot of chatter about this on the timeline, and now you just brought the playoffs up, so I have to talk about it.
Shit.
So if let me hold on, pump the brakes.
Mm-hmm.
If they make the playoffs,
mm-hmm.
So I saw a lot of people saying they'd rather play the Cubs in the first round, and then you go play the Brewers in the second round if you win that series.
Okay.
Or you could play right now you could play the Dodgers in the first round and the Braves in the second round. Honestly, I'd rather them play the Dodgers in a 3-game series with the 3 aces in the first round, and then you go play Atlanta in a 5-game.
Yeah, sure. Just pack us up in 2 fucking games and just get us out so we can enjoy the rest of the playoffs.
Well, okay, I know, but historically they are awful at Wrigley Field, and I think the Cubs match up very well against the Phillies. I do.
Yeah, and then the Phillies match up at all against Tariq Skubal followed by Yamamoto. No, those are 2 losses.
No,
right
I know,
there, and it's over.
But they did win a Yamamoto game last year. Do you think that they could?
No,
really.
I don't have any.
Because they hit Skubal decent. I mean, they don't. Skubal doesn't mow them down.
I don't trust them at all. I don't trust them again.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people were split on it.
We've seen them against elite pitching this year. I don't trust them one bit. I would much rather go to Chicago.
Okay.
Test your luck there. Because you'll have Sanchez against PCA, and that's he might win MVP.
And do you think the Brewers are a harder path in the second round than the Braves?
Yes,
I do too. So I just think if you could take down the Dodgers and you can go beat up the Braves, who don't even have a number 2 starter, I think you're looking pretty good there.
At this time, I see where you're coming from, because if you beat the Dodgers, realistically, you're probably going to the NLCS at that point. But that's the thing. You got to beat the fucking Dodgers. Right. And then I just give this team like a less than 5% chance.
Yeah, this is just me spitballing this because there is a real chance the Dodgers are going to finish above the Braves, and
probably. Yeah, and this is all moot. And then but basically it comes down to, if you face the Dodgers hypothetically in the first round, either early exit, ideally better draft pick, and you get to enjoy the rest of
just make the playoffs, man. Just make the playoffs.
That's the other part. They got to make it. So we'll see. But no, I want to avoid the Dodgers at all costs, because I don't know if I could turn on a playoff game when they're playing LA. If I see that motherfucker, right?
I know the Dodgers are probably going to win the World Series, but dude, this is probably the most pressure a baseball team's had on them to win a World Series in a long time.
They have been slumping bad.
They have.
Unfortunately, they're going through it now opposed to October. So, but yeah, no, I mean, absolutely the pressure's on, because I mean, look at they have an all-star pitching staff.
Yeah.
Their offense isn't really anything super special anymore. It mostly is the pitching staff. And of course, I know, yes, they have Shohei Ohtani. Yes, they have Freddie Freeman. Mookie Betts is not the same Mookie Betts as a couple years ago. Teoscar Hernandez, is not the same as he was. Andy Pages
is injured.
Right. Pages has taken it to the next level. Give that to him. But, I mean,
did you
manage to get a couple runs, there's a chance.
Did you see Will Smith was supposed to return a couple of days ago, and he's still like 3 weeks away?
No, I didn't see that.
And Dalton Rushing's hurt. I don't even know who their catcher is right now.
This was probably that dude who
he's been on the team a few times, I think. I just don't. The name's not on the top of my head.
We played him. What the fuck was his name? And he forgot to cross home as Shohei was getting tagged out at second.
Yeah,
it's him.
Okay, yeah, it might be, because I know I believe the guy they picked up has been on the team 3 times this year already. But I don't know. I just think that
it's Ben Rortvit. He played for them a little bit in the playoffs last year. Okay, I remember him.
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah. They're rotating catchers right now. Hunter Fiducia has been on the team a lot. He's back. Yeah, the Dodgers 3 times in his career.
I don't want to talk about the fucking Dodgers anymore. Fuck them.
But yeah, I mean, it's crazy they are slumping right now, though.
They are badly. Yeah, they've been losing lots of series, but I mean, they're the fucking Dodgers. They'll figure it out. They'll still play.
Of course they will.
A 1 or 2 seed. Close it out with fan mail, as always. Those who threw in some fan mail, a lot of the same guys as last time. We appreciate y'all for throwing fan mail in. Appreciate y'all for listening. If you're listening, watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know you're messing with the content. If you're over on Spotify, we appreciate you listening over there as well.
Follow button.
Hit that follow button, man. Let us know that you like the content. We'll still, we'll continue to put some stuff out. You know where to find us over on X. This is where we do our fan mail questions at @pinstripe_hype over on X before we put out a pod, which is usually at the end of every series. We ask for some fan mail, which is simply you guys get to ask us questions. It can be about anything. Just majority of the time, it's about this shitty baseball team. So we got 4 today. Going to start. The first one we got is Claude from Broad over on X says, can y'all pick a side, in or out Your posts are all over the place.
Isn't that all of Philly's X right now?
I mean, no shit. The
Yeah.
team's all over the place, so that's we kind of have to be.
Yeah. We're fans too.
Like, you know, I mean, that's just Philly sports, Claude. That's just Philly sports. I didn't even bother really, but yes. You want me to pick a side? I'm out. I've been out. I've made that vocal. Okay, but
yeah.
I mean, there's two of us here, so you're getting both of it.
Your name literally says to waterboard you, so yeah.
Yeah. There's your answer, Claude. Appreciate the fan mail. Next up, Fighting Phil's Pulse. Appreciate you as always at Fighting Pulse over on X. Said most frustrating player on the team right now, and I responded. I said there's plenty to choose from, and Nate, there is.
What's your answer?
I mean, how is it not Alec Boehm?
Yep.
I mean, because you have Alvarado, you have Kerkerado, you have Don Mattingly. Even I would count him in there. You had Schwarber before today. You've had Turner right with most of the season, but overall, all things considered, it's Alec Boehm because he should be that right-handed bat this team needs, and he just has not been and will not be, and it's fucking frustrating because it's just the same shit every single day with him. So by far, he's going to be the most frustrating player on the team until he's ideally playing for the A's next year.
I was already out on Alec Boehm, but like the Friday night, Chase Utley night, the first pitch, dude, I saw it coming, man. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. And he did it, and he did it. It was like
he fucked up every single game this series.
It was like watching something in slow motion. Just inevitably, you're just doomed. Like you are.
Yeah, well, because he that first pitch right to the force out in game 1. Game 2, he had the defensive blunder where he just I don't know where.
Yeah, what was going through his head?
I don't know what the fuck he thinks. There's a ground ball coming right at you at first. You have literally no chance to make a play anywhere else because it was a slow roller. And you turn towards second, don't even throw the ball, flip around and underhand it way late, and then everybody's safe.
Wait, real quick, too, by the way, off topic. We did get a glimpse of Kyle Schwarber at first base this series, dude. Him diving.
Diving was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And then what did he do today? I know he did something. Oh yeah, he popped out the third, where a fly out would have won the game, and he popped out. Yeah. Fighting Phil's False. Appreciate the question as always. Alec Boehm is the most frustrating player on the team. Next up, we got Brotherly Love Rundown at BL Rundown over on X. If I'm gonna harp on that word there, if this team makes the playoffs, what does your game 1 lineup look like, and who do you keep on the bench? A little early.
Yeah, it's a little. That's a tough question right now. If we're going off the right now, then we can do that. But
let's go off right now. If it were me, I would put Alec Boehm on the bench. Bryce Harper go back to first, and then you have Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Luis Arias, and then after that, let's assume you're facing a righty. Stott, JT, Marsh, Brian De La Cruz, Justin Crawford, or swap those last two. And then Derek Hill, or Derek Hill instead of Brian De La Cruz. That would be it. And then your game 1 pitcher has to be Zach Wheeler, in my opinion. So,
yep, you're pretty much 100% correct there.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing.
On the bench, I would keep Alec Boehm on the bench. Now, realistically, that's not going to happen. He's going to be probably, if this team makes the playoffs, an everyday player at first base still with Bryce Harper over at right field, unfortunately.
But Rob Thompson did bench Alec Boehm in 2024. Maybe Don Mattingly will.
He needs to. He's done everything else bad. Maybe he can do something good. Yeah. So that's what I would do. And then on the bench, I mean, obviously you got Sosa, and then one of Hill, Brian De La Cruz, Stubbs.
That's the line. That's the line.
And then whoever you call up from AAA for September. It doesn't matter who it is. They're not going to be on the playoff roster. So, but yeah, that's going to be the lineup. Appreciate your question. BL Rundown. Check in with us in like a month, and then we'll get back to that. See where we're at. Last one. our guy Jiggin Jalen at Jiggin Jalen over on X says, I'll go opposite end of the spectrum from last question. Considering Middleton is in love with Dave and it's essentially been confirmed he will be extended, what do you think would need to happen for him to walk away after this year?
Collapse. Just
And
total collapse.
Jalen, you said it. I replied to you, and then you replied right back and said that you think it would just have to be an utter collapse where they aren't even close to getting.
I don't even know if that's going to qualify that. To be honest, I mean, he loves Dave Dombrowski.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way. Unfortunately, he's not extended. Like a collapse, all he's going to say is, "Oh, there's no baseball, next year." Dave is very familiar with the team and the organization and all that. He's been here for a long time, so having a full year off, and he's basically just going to say he helped bring the Phillies back to relevance.
We did the press conference, so
right. We did it. We did it, right? So you already know what's going to happen, kind of. But realistically, like you said and like Nate said, it's going to have to be a collapse to where they miss the playoffs. And the hope would just be Dave would walk away and retire at that point.
Yeah, they're never going to fire him.
Is going to happen because I don't think Middleton will fire him. He should, absolutely should. I don't think he will. Yeah. And that's the unfortunate part. Literally, there's unless some story comes out that somebody has dirt on Dave Dombrowski, there's no way.
Careful.
Kind of like the dirt of
yeah. Let's get out of here.
Seth Johnson.
Yep. Lighting it up for the A's, by the way.
Oh, great guy, man. Jalen, appreciate your question. Everybody who threw in a fan mail, appreciate y'all as always. Like we said, it's back. It's going to be recurring. Every single pod. Fan mail is going to be back. Again, appreciate y'all's questions. Make sure subscribe on YouTube, follow over on Spotify. Come check us out over on X. That's where we're the most active. We've been getting a little bit more active on TikTok too. Make sure to check us out everywhere.
It's in the ticker below. It's right below.
It's there, man. It's all there. You know where to find us. We're active all the time. We're talking to everybody. We appreciate everybody for listening as always. And Nate, you know what comes next. We love them. We hate them. They are the Philadelphia Phillies. We out.
Peace.